Hello there and welcome back to Pete's Corner. I'm here at the corner of Anderton's studio. Thank you very much, Lee, for letting me come in and borrow this little corner here and call it Pete's Corner. Pete's Pedal Corner. Pete's Double Denim Corner. Anyway, I did a video on the RC Booster and the Soul Driven. I had an email from Johnny at XOTIC Effects. And he said, hey Pete, man, could you do some videos for us on some of our pedals? And I was like, absolutely. New pedals from XOTIC that we saw at NAMM when we were there, Lee and me and the rest of the team from Anderton's. The Super Clean and the Super Sweet. The SL Drive is it's a great pedal. It's not a new pedal. It's been on the market for a while. But this is one of those pedals that if you are looking for something like this, a martially tone and doesn't take up much room on your pedal board, it's like a no-brainer because it just sounds great. Now, I think I spoke in the other video as well about an episode, Mick and Danny, that pedal show on pedals that are always on pedals. And, you know, always on pedals are, if you have an amp, I mean, it doesn't even need to be an amp that might be little not, you know, exactly what you want. It's just like, it's just, you put it on any amp and it just opens it up, you know. It can't, you know, headroom is within the amp itself, but it just gives you that like massive kind of extra fatness and low end and just top end, everything. It just goes whop like that. And these two, the Super Clean and the Super Sweet, are those kind of pedals. And I think what we should do is, as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3 here on the table. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them all off and then start, because it's really interesting. On the side, inside of these first, there is a buffer. You can turn the buffer on or you can turn the buffer off. Personally, buffer for me, you know, I like pedals with a buffer in it. I'm just going to take these two pedals away and just concentrate on this. So bear with. So here we are. Here you have the pedal all on its own. Camera's up there and the other camera's there. If you look on the side of this pedal, you have got 4 little dip switches here. And see if we can turn it this way. And the cool thing about most of these pedals, they take 9 or 18 volts. So if you do decide to put 18 volts into it, it'll give it more headroom within the pedal. It's just more voltage, more headroom. I'm running it off the battery because it's easier sort of to move around with all that stuff. So that's cool. So you've got 4 dip switches here. And first is a high cut. Second is a mid boost, high mid boost, and a low mid boost and a bass boost. So if we just find a nice tone like this. And first I'm going to swipe up number 1. So that is number 1. And then you can see this is a little bit kind of awkward to do it like this, so I'm going to try to do that. So that was the high cut. So it cuts a bit of a highs off. Maybe use a pick for this. And there you go. So this is the mid high boost. So high mid boost. Take that off again. I would say these are kind of set it and forget it things. Second one is a low mid boost. And the last dip switch on the back here is a bass boost. So I'll see if I can just strum. Oh yeah. So let's say you want not a high cut, but you want, if you've got a lot of cut highs in your mid, you can cut the high. If you want a high mid boost, you put up number 2. Pick works really well for that, so that's great. So here we go. And then everything down like that. So the same 2 up again. So number 4 and number 2. I actually like it like that. That's really cool. Everything down again. And everything up. Take everything up, all 4. Wow, there's a lot in that, man. So I think I like it kind of with the leave the bass boost up and the mid, that one, and the high cut down. So down, up, like so. So that's really cool, and I can try to see how much power there is in it. So I'm just going to compensate on the amp here. It definitely pushes the amp really hard, so that is great. And it's got the little notch there in the middle. Awesome. What is not to like? So let's move on to the Super Sweet. I'm going to swap it out with the Super Clean, and then we'll see what that does. So we've got the Super Sweet here on the table. Again, tiny little pedal. You can see on the side there, you got your 4 switches. This time they are something else. So this is kind of it's kind of built on the JRC 4558 chip inside. So you've got some switches on the side, as I said, with different frequency boosts and stuff. So it's that kind of vintage tone pedal, but in a really small package. And again, these pedals are just sturdy. It's solid metal. So here's my clean tone. Gain down, Super Sweet on. You see, so there's not much difference in the tone there. Actually, there's nothing as far as I can hear. So let's try to gain it up a bit. Ooh. Can you see what I mean when I'm saying always on pedals? Why would you ever turn that off? Okay, let's see. Let's just turn the amp down a bit and then try to put the gain up. Woo! That wants to go. Still, as you can hear, pretty clean there. So let's just see the switches on the side here. We can look at the camera, and the top one is a high cut again. It's the same, you got a mid boost, low mid boost and a bass boost in there. So let's try to put up number 1 first. So this is just like without, with, and number 1 dip switch up. You can hear it cuts the mids, right? Put that back down. You can hear it just takes the top end down a bit. I mean, these are set it and forget it switches. So, you know, once you set them, like you're gonna bend down, you get the cool sound. And here's the second one, which is the high mid boost. So you get this. Woo, yeah, baby. Put it back down again. And the third one is the high, sorry, the low mid boost. Back down. And back up. And the last but not least is the bass boost. And let's try to do the same thing. So the last one and the second and fourth one up. I mean, just check the difference. I mean, even if you turn the gain down, so you kind of get. And I know this amp sounds great, so it's not, you know, this is a great amp, it sounds wonderful. But you just have that on the top. That sounds great. I can imagine, you know, that there's so many uses in this pedal. Not just, you know, I love playing the clean stuff. I like having a massive, big clean tone from my amp, and something like this, having this always on, it's a wonderful pedal. It sounds great. So let's move on to the SL drive and put it on the table, and then I'm going to just take you through some of those tones on that. All right then, kids, so we've got the SL drive here on the table, and SL Super Lead. So it's kind of a Marshall type Super Lead, super bass kind of thing. So you can take sort of any amp and make that sound like a Marshall. And again, here's my clean tone. And this is just everything on 12. Now, before I start playing, actually, there's 4 dip switches inside. So I'm just gonna give some tones. And this one is not on the side, so you have to take the bottom cover off. So it's set to default. So you got 4 dip switches as well, which does things to the EQ, bass EQ, and the same kind of thing as the Super Sweet and the Super Clean, but it's on the inside. So let's just hear first what it sounds like. It's a clean tone. And here is it on 12 o'clock. And that's the thing with all of the exotic pedals that we've done. There's like all of them kind of wants to go, you know what I mean? That's great. I had a little bit of the delay on there from the Super delay. Man, I don't know what else to say. Take some of the drive down. Play some power chord. Gain. Let's open it up and fiddle with some of those switches. And so when you turn it around, the dip switches are on the side here. So, you know, maybe in the future that could be incorporated. So those would be sort of on the other side there. You know, who knows? Maybe they're planning that. I don't know. But, you know, that would be a cool idea. And you'll have to open it up and have a little. So now, right now it's set to default, which is Super Lead. So on here you can see that means that number 1 and number 4 is in the up position. So if we put number 1, 3 and 4 in the up position with everything on 12, and you'll just let the XOTIC battery hang there, then this is what you get. let's see if I can take that back down. So that was number 3, so that can go down to the 2 middle ones are kind of in that position. So that will be like this. You can definitely hear it cut some of the mids off when you do that. So if we want to have a super lead with a 6 dB boost, we will take 1, 2, and 3, 2, 3, and 4 down, and then you will get this. Oh my good lord! Ooh, I'm getting excited. I really like that, man. What? And if you don't want a super bass, then you put all of them down apart from number 4, and then that will sound like a super bass. Man, I think I prefer the sort of the super lead with a 6 dB boost. I don't know why. It just seemed to me like it had a bit more oomph in it. So that's how I'm going to set it and forget it. So if we do that, turn that around to there, and then it's got a 6 dB boost. I'll just take the volume down a bit so you get. Well, if you're looking for something, all of their small pedals, the EP boost, the SP compressor, this SL drive, now the super clean and the super sweet, they should all be called a super sweet range because they just sound great, man. Always on pedals, you can't go wrong with these two. They're absolutely, any of these two will do. If you're looking for a little bit more sort of drive than this one, if you're looking for a really cool buffer or something, you go for the super clean. And man, I don't know what to say. Those 3 pedals is great. Anyway, thank you for watching another episode of Pete's Corner, Pete's Pedal Corner, Pete's Double Denim Pedal Corner. That was 3 XOTIC pedals, super sweet, super clean, and the SL drive. Please subscribe and like this video. And all the links for these pedals will be below. Links for XOTIC and links for Andertons, where you can purchase these pedals as well. And that's it. I'll be back soon. And please hit the notification bell as well if you want to know when I do a video. So I thank you, and I'll see you soon.